Long ago in the ancient Legolands, Captain Wingard of the Human Alliance forces was holding a jousting competition in the town of Riverhelm, where anyone from anywhere could challenge Prince Lioness for a chance to win a great sum of gold. Prince Lioness' personal bodyguard, Sir Revenhold. Prince Linus was preparing for his next opponent. I do not like what I am hearing about your next opponent, Prince Linus. Some of the men, they're worried, Sir Revenhold said with concern for the prince's safety. Nonsense, Sir Revenhold. There is nothing to worry about. I'm the greatest at jousting all across this land. I have yet to be bested by anyone, said Prince Lioness as he boasted about his skill in battle. Well, I'm off to win another match. I hope you enjoy the show, as I'm sure you will, Sir Revenhold, said the prince, certain of his ability to defeat whoever would stand before him. Please be careful, Prince Lioness, said Sir Revenhold. Now off I go! As I said, Sir Revenhold, there is nothing to worry about, the prince said as he hopped on his horse and prepared to face his next challenger. I swear, one of these days that fool is gonna get himself killed, said Sir Revenhold. I heard that, Sir Revenhold. You would do well to hold your tongue in situations such as this. Now, onward to battle! Shouted Prince Lioness as he charged his horse towards the jousting field. Meanwhile, on the rooftops in the distance, two shadowy, hooded figures watched over the tournament. These two shadowy figures consisted of the Dark Witch Evelyn and a mysterious yet somewhat familiar man. The time has come, Third Darius. Are you prepared? Said the evil witch, with a cruel, calculating fling. I will be done, my master, said Third Darius, the mysterious yet somewhat familiar man. Meanwhile, back on the jousting field, Wingard was getting impatient waiting for Prince Linus and his opponent to arrive. Where is that prince? Said Captain Wingard in a frustrated tone. When the prince finally arrived, Captain Wingard looked at him and said, Where have you been, Prince Linus? You've kept the crowd waiting. My apologies, Captain Wingard. I had to make a quick stop at Ronald the Jester's Tavern so I could get myself a little bit of, that delicious vanilla ice cream. But unfortunately, his ice cream machines weren't working, at all. So I just kind of got some chicken nuggets, and I'm here now, so it's all good. Prince Linus' explanation did not please Captain Wingard, but he had no choice but to go along with it, for arguing with the prince was a fool's errand. It seems your opponent has arrived, Prince Linus, said Captain Wingard. Gossip began to arise amongst the guards, who watched in the crowd as Prince Lioness' mysterious opponent revealed himself. It cannot be, said the guard. Such a creature has not been seen in these lands since the evil witch destroyed Darkwatch with her undead minions. That warrior upon that steed, it can only be one man. But This is impossible. They said he died in the battle. I do not understand. But the Dark Knight of Darkwatch has returned. Are you ready to face me, Prince Linus? Said the Dark Knight in a shadowy voice. I shall battle you, Dark Knight, and I shall be victorious in the name of the Lion Knights, shouted Prince Linus as he charged into battle against the Dark Knight. Two warriors, highly skilled in battle, clashed their pole arms together upon their mighty steeds. And while both showed great skill and determination to win, in the end, the Dark Knight bested Prince Linus, knocking him off his horse and into the sand below. Prince Linus sat up and dusted off the sand off his clothes. He looked at the opponent, curious as to who this Dark Knight truly was. He said to the Dark Knight, "Ah, you've bested me, Dark Knight. I have not met a warrior of your caliber since the time I once fought my own brother. To the victor go the spoils, you have won your gold. But tell me, who are you really? I do not know your name, and I wish to know the name of the one who has defeated me in this tournament." Prince Linus was quite curious about this mysterious warrior in Dark Knight armor. The Dark Knight, focusing his attention squarely on Prince Linus, said to the prince the following. "Well, Prince Linus, I suppose you have every right to know who has finally bested you in combat upon these mighty steeds of ours. Indeed, you are a greatly skilled warrior, and quite the best at jousting, if I do say myself. But today, I have defeated you. Does that make me better than you at this little game? I am unsure. But yes, I shall take my gold. However, you deserve to know who I am. And Prince, you're about to find out." The Dark Knight removed his helmet to reveal a familiar face to the prince. The prince knew exactly who this man was. It was none other than his brother, Darius. "Darius, is that you? My brother, I have not seen you in ages. Not since the battle at Darkwatch. You survived. Our father the king shall be most proud of you." Prince Linus was overjoyed with glee to see his long-lost brother again, but he had one question to ask. Why was his brother wearing Dark Knight armor? "My brother, where did you get that armor? I assume you must have slayed one of the evil witch's skeleton warrior minions to obtain that Dark Knight armor. Must have been a fierce battle. You truly are a skilled warrior." It was at that very moment where Prince Linus was distracted by his unexpected reunion with his long-lost brother that the evil witch swooped down from the rooftops on her broomstick of vileness and fired a bolt of shadow magic at the prince, weakening him and bringing him to his knees. The prince shouted for help from his brother, Darius, help me! The witch is attacking! Hurry, Darius! We must defeat the witch! Sir Darius dismounted his horse and slowly began walking towards his brother, the prince. You always were a gullible fool, brother. It's a shame father liked you more, said Sir Darius in a menacing tone as he raised his sword directly towards his brother's neck. Guardsmen, charge! Defeat Darknet and take down that witch! Shouted the Wingard from the crowd. I will take our prisoner. Darius, defeat these foolish guardsmen for me, and then regroup with me at our secret hideout. The Dark Knight Sir Darius turned on the guards and strike them down one at a time. Captain Wingard shouted, "You traitor!" and charged into battle to hopefully defeat Sir Darius. But Sir Darius struck Captain Wingard down with a fierce blade. But he did not finish him. You shall live with this defeat, Captain Wingard. The pain you shall feel for losing your men and failing your king. Perhaps you shall regret abandoning me at the Battle of Darkwatch. And with that, the Dark Knight, Sir Darius, and the evil, maniacal witch Evelyn escaped far away from the lands, leaving Captain Wingard to contemplate his failures. Sir Ravenhold had survived the bloody battle. He approached Captain Wingard with concern. He said to Captain Wingard, "What shall we do now? We must rescue the prince. Can you imagine how angry the king will be when he finds out about this? What will we do?" Sir Ravenhold, in his panicked state, shouted, "The king will have our heads for this!" "What do you think I know that, you fool?" shouted Captain Wingard. He then paused for a moment, turned to Sir Ravenhold and said, "I'm sorry, Sir Ravenhold. We will solve this. We will find that evil witch and strike her down with mighty fury. Gather any of the men who have survived, and gather the wounded. We have a job to do." Moments later, the evil witch and her Dark Knight minion had arrived at their destination, the land of the orcs and trolls, where these barbaric, savage warriors plot their revenge on the human alliance. The evil witch approached the orc war chief. "I have brought you your prisoner, War Chief Grimgar. Now, my reward," the witch said to the orc war chief. The orc war chief, Grimgar, motioned for one of his warriors to bring the witch her valued prize, a mysterious, long-thought-lost relic of great, unimaginable, and horrible power. The evil witch began laughing maniacally as she had claimed what she had sought for so long: the power to resurrect a long-lost force of nature She looked over at her minion, the Dark Knight Darius, and told him, "Now we shall find the lost city of Atlantis and summon the great monster squid, and we shall finally sink the King's Navy." Ha ha ha! Yes, my Dark Master, we shall sink all the King's ships, said Sir Darius in a ever increasingly cruel sounding voice. And then the Orc war chief motioned for his warriors to take away their captured prisoner. Prince Linus was thrown in the Orc's dungeon. He shouted to the Orcs, "No, you'll never get away with this." But the Orc guard just said, "We already have, foolish prince." And with that, all hope seemed lost. What will become of Prince Linus? Will the evil witch's cruel and hideous machinations come to light? Or will the heroic Captain Wingard and his army of loyal Human Alliance knights save the day? And what will happen to the King's Navy if this monstrous witch rises this monstrous creature from Atlantis and sinks the King's Navy? Only time will tell. Perhaps in another episode. Stay tuned and let me know what you thought of this video. I appreciate it. See you around another time. Hey buddy, what are you in for? Talking skeletons!